Let me tell you an old story that happened a long time ago. But first, think about what made you finally stand up to your teacher. Comment, please. At 14, Mateo sat at the back of Ms. Devance's Spanish class, trying to stay invisible. For months, he had watched her target a quiet girl named Lucy San Salvador, the one with messy braids and worn-out notebooks, the one who never spoke in class but wrote stories that read like memories. Ms. Devance often used Lucy's work as an example of what not to do, holding her essays up as if they were cautionary tales. She mocked her writing style, her metaphors, even her handwriting. Lucy would shrink into herself each time, clutching the edge of her desk, her eyes fixed downward while the rest of the class sat in uneasy silence, or worse, laughed along. Mateo wasn't the kind of student who spoke up. His parents, immigrants from Bolivia, had taught him to respect his teachers, to avoid conflict, and to work twice as hard in silence. But the way Ms. Devance treated Lucy stirred something in him. The moment that pushed him over the edge came after weeks of watching Lucy slowly disappear under the weight of humiliation. He remembered finding her crying alone in the library, too afraid to report what was happening. She had said no one would believe her. Her teacher had awards. Her parents would only tell her to try harder. It reminded Mateo too much of what he'd heard in his own home. So the next day, he started recording the class on his phone. No plan, no permission, just audio, hidden in the front pocket of his hoodie. For 3 weeks, he captured everything. Every dismissive comment, every moment Ms. Devance singled Lucy out. Then came the remark that shattered his silence, an offhanded, cutting comment about Lucy's background, implying that her writing style didn't belong in this country. Lucy had been born in Fresno. Something in Mateo cracked. He spoke up loudly, clearly. He challenged the teacher in front of everyone. The classroom froze. Everyone turned to look. And for the first time, Mateo didn't back down. He told her he had recordings. He bluffed about having sent them to the district already. He knew it was risky, but he also knew it was right. After class, Lucy passed by his desk. She didn't say a word, but she paused long enough to squeeze his hand. The next day, Mateo found himself sitting in the principal's office beside his parents, playing back the audio. With each clip, his father's jaw tightened. When the last recording ended, his mother, who had always insisted on respecting teachers above all, reached for his hand and told him with a quiet strength that they were proud of him. Ms. Devance was placed on leave pending an investigation. Within days, more students stepped forward with similar experiences. Mateo and Lucy started sitting together at lunch. Weeks later, she showed him a letter. Her short story had won second place in a statewide writing competition. She admitted she had almost thrown it away. His voice, the one that broke the silence, had given her the push to believe in her own. And in that quiet victory, Mateo realized he had changed more than just his grade. He had changed the story.